WSI. We've had several amazing people interviewed this morning, and we're really excited about getting to move through all of the nonprofits, because the best part is we get to learn a lot. So we've already learned a lot this morning about different nonprofits in Southern Illinois, and so that's always a fun thing for us to do. But our next guest actually, and I will just say, actually brought us some treats.
So preferential treatment to Jenna for bringing us food. So this one we're going to support fully. Yeah. We support them all, but fully because she brought us food. And that worked. Food will bribe, the only way it could have got better if she would have brought hot coffee.
Yes.
Inside joke, but hot coffee. But Jenna, thanks for coming today.
Oh, it's a pleasure to be here, guys. Thanks for having us.
And you are with Bald Knob Cross.
Yes.
And wow, you guys have had a lot of going on over the last year. So give us a little bit of an update of like what's been going on, and then kind of where you're going to go with the money raised.
Yeah, well, this past year we have had one of our best years yet, and I attribute so much to really the weather. We've had perfect weather for every event. So just to recap from the start of the year, Easter time, we had one of our biggest crowds. One person that's been with the cross for, probably 20 plus years said that it's one of the biggest that he has ever remembered. So we had record numbers for that, record numbers for blessing of the Jeeps and bikes. Our fall colors was awesome. And so we've just done some really incredible things with our events, and we've done a lot of really cool things also. As far as updates go, we have built a brand new gate and entrance, and it's almost constructed fully. We just have a few things to put on, some operational mechanics, and then additionally just the lettering and stuff, and then just some fine tuning with landscaping. But just to speak to what we kind of have plans for this upcoming year, it's just a lot of maintenance that just really helps the cross kind of maintain its, grand stature and beauty. So we will do some updates with our lighting. That's something that we definitely want to update.
On the cross or the whole campus?
Surround of the cross. Yeah, and so we have LED lighting that needs updated that surround the cross, that actually lights the cross at nighttime. So that's one thing that we're going to do for sure. And then we have history signage that surrounds the cross. And so that is in full sunlight all day, every day. It's really faded. And so that's in our plans.
Super excited about that.
Yes.
Because I've noticed that it's weathered and there's some cracking. So we're going to and it looks a little dated.
Yeah.
So we're going to get some updates on that.
Yeah, we're working
That's
with
going to be great.
Spectrum Graphics out of Murfreesboro. They did that years ago. So they're doing some updates for us on that.
I'm actually really excited about that.
Yeah.
That'll be great.
It's going to be nice for sure. And then just other stuff, not so fancy, fun stuff. We've got our trash enclosure to update, which is not exciting, but it's a necessity for sure. But other than that, it's just maintenance. We have so much to keep up out there, and we welcome 30,000 plus visitors to the cross every year, which is pretty incredible for such a rural community. And so it's really nice to have a really, clean and updated facility for people to come to. And so we're just excited about all the things that we have in store for the Bald Knob Cross.
In Southern Illinois, that's just one of those landmarks, right?
Yeah.
That everybody has to see.
Yes.
And so it's really interesting. All of these updates are only going to make it better. And, when we talk about some of the nonprofits, obviously what you have at Bald Knob Cross is a little different than what, some of the other nonprofits are doing with regard to services.
Yep.
So let's talk about the impact that the cross has on kind of the broader community in Southern Illinois, with all the events that you have and just the ability to have access to it.
That's a really great point, and I'm so glad you brought that up, Michelle, because it's so hard for us to compete, I could say, in something like this. When you're competing with a food pantry that's feeding people, or clothing somebody that's cold, or, the warming center for people, to have that place. And it's, when you think of nonprofits, you think of so many of those type organizations. So Bald Knob Cross is so different. We're under our own category that really doesn't fall into anything like that. And so it's quite challenging, like when we have to select, where are we at in what category, So it's really an interesting place, though, because we have such a place of community. that it just really gives people a space to just come. And I have 2 young kids, and we're kind of limited on things to do, like for free, for people to go and take their kids to do something for free. There's so many nice parks and activities and places, in bigger cities. And so that's kind of been one of my goals since I became executive director, is to kind of give people a place to come and have something to do, just a place to come and have fun and, eat and hang out, and just a sense of community with no strings attached. We don't have any expectation for anybody, just to show up and enjoy time with their family and just be together. And so we love to create that space, of just community and peace and solitude, in such a crazy, busy, chaotic world.
And what's great about that is you get a different experience throughout the season.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So obviously the most beautiful part, I have a Jeep and I've been out for blessing of the Jeeps, and I feel like it keeps getting bigger and bigger every year. But the fall is the most beautiful, I think.
I agree.
But you've got the summertime.
Yes.
If you have a Jeep and it's open and then there's a little bit, but even the winter landscape is beautiful out there. Obviously you have spring. So you get this opportunity to try to go out there at least for once for each one of those seasons, and you get to experience it in a different way. And you're like, amazing. And the views, the absolute views are priceless. I always tell people, because I'm from South Dakota, I equate the Bald Knob Cross to Mount Rushmore in South Dakota, because that's what people, when they think of South Dakota, that's what they think. And I hope that you continue to grow, and that when people think of Southern Illinois, they think of that Bald Knob Cross. And it's interfaith, which I love. You've got you got different people on your board representing different communities, different churches, different religions, different faiths. And I think it's not a cross that belongs to just one group. And obviously that's the premise of the whole point of it. But you're bringing all these people together under the cross, which is just absolutely amazing. It's just a beautiful place. I hope that if anybody's watching this, if you haven't, please, we're going to have this tagged, but please make sure you go and check it out. And I am excited to see this gate. I saw some photos of it. And I'm excited to see how that's going to work. You got a little bit of technology in the gates too.
Well, the technology today is people. And so we're so thankful to, save some people from having to go and open and close that every single day. But no, we're so thankful for you guys, for the Southern Illinois Community Foundation, for WSIL, Tom, for you and your expertise with marketing. And we're extremely grateful for you guys, and to be able to, have some partnership with people like you guys to help kind of push out all of this information for nonprofits. It's such a blessing, and we're truly honored to be a part of it.
Well, we hope that the money raised today goes to great things. And then I think, did you say you were going to allocate this for anything specific, or is it just going to go to maintenance?
No, I mean, generally just a general operation kind of thing. We always have so many different activities and projects. So gosh, to pinpoint one would be such a challenge for sure. But we always, honor everything that comes in, and we will steward it to the best of our ability for sure.
And I just want to remind people, as you're donating, you can consider this just a pre-donation, because it doesn't cost anything to go to the cross. You get to go out there. You just go during the hours. You get to see these amazing views. If you go to an event, obviously there's things at the event that you can purchase. There's a gift shop. Your merchandise, I've been out there. The new merchandise out there is absolutely amazing. I don't want to say this too much, but it is kind of hip and cool. And it's very trendy.
That's the goal.
And so so if you haven't been out there yet, and that's, as far as I know, that's the only place you can get it.
That's exactly
So you got to go out there and get some of the merchandise. The hats, the shirts, the sweatshirts are amazing. And again, it doesn't cost anything. So if you want to support a local attraction that you can take your family to, that's very cost effective and has memories, creates a lot of memories, please donate in the description below. You're going to go down. We've had all these ones, these B for Bald Knob Cross. You don't have to scroll down too far. You choose that, donate, and then you can just consider it a pre-donation for when you go out. And I challenge everybody to go out once every 4 seasons of the 4 seasons, because you get a great experience. It's a great family opportunity. So thank you for being a part of this today.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.